Football, and my name is Omar Fields. And with me on the show today is Tiamba Banks. Tiamba, how are you? And good evening. Sorry.
Yeah, big up to you, man. Fancy, big up to you, man. I hope you're good. I'm fine, I'm fine. And big up to everybody watching. I hope everybody's fine. Please do the right stuff. I beg of you guys, you know what to do. If you are coming into the channel, if this is your first time of coming across fancy football, please, it's a community you will like. You will like. Almost feels gives the latest, and it does not really know how to show up. It says what it is. Please, let's build this community. Smash the like button, subscribe as well. Also, engage with us. Let him know because this is a platform where you are entitled to your own opinion. So, critics, disagreement is allowed on the conversation. We'll always be there to engage with everybody. Big up to everybody, man. As for me, I'm fine, man. I'm fine, bro. So, let's get the show rocking, man.
Okay, let's get the show rocking on the best of the rest today. This is an eve to the Premier League weekend, and the Premier League is back, and no other place to start rather than run Manchester United. I know Tiamba Banks,
Yeah.
you're a critics and a soft-handed of mine. You want to see Man United succeed, but you criticize United.
I know.
Uh,
When you guys do the wrong thing, I will always. One thing is
yeah,
this,
but
man. People think
well,
I hate that guy.
yeah,
Then, like, I did not. It's just that what he did to that club, he did a lot of mess. First of all, the way I
mm,
don't want to know about Ronaldo. Yes, I don't. But the way he handled David De Gea, that was a disrespect. But here again, we should not act as if we did not see it coming. We saw it
yeah.
coming. I said he was going to be sacked before November. I said this season.
You said
I
so.
said it.
You said so.
I
You
said
said
so
so. You made.
because
I think on that day when we were discussing it on the show on that day,
yeah.
you said you don't think it's gonna last till December. That's what
No,
you
we
said.
won't. Because I know, because you see this, the way you guys do this deal with
Mm,
Amorim. Do you get, because it just tells you that there were conversation already being had on the ground that people never saw. Because one thing about Ineos and Sergeant Ratcliffe,
yeah.
they've been doing is this. They've been doing something by you don't get to know their plan. All you see is they just drop the bombshell. It happens. And that's the same thing we saw with Amory. I'm not surprised. When they said, no, Savi, people were already driving with Savi, whatever. And we got a shot
So
of our life.
The Chavi bandwagon was already going
Yeah,
on.
it was already going on. That's what I talk about your fan base. Like right now as well, the way they're already hyping him or this guy, I believe he's the right. I believe he will do a good job, man. But like I said, and I will say it here,
Every
this
club
guy will do
always
a good job.
hype his manager, whether you like it or
Yeah,
not.
yeah, a
And
new club, new one they're coming in now. They will always do that.
yeah, yeah,
But I want them to back this guy. Back him
they
the way you
will,
back Benag,
they
back
will.
this guy. If this guy wants few people's gone, let them go. Let them go. And like I will say, I still believe there are players there that needs to go. Yeah.
Yeah,
But we'll
we'll
talk
talk
about it.
we'll talk about that. So it's a 1 hour show. So it's a 1 hour show. So kindly subscribe to Fancy Football, as Tiamba rightly said. Kindly hit the notification bell and hit the like button as we continue this brand new Fancy Football. We are trying different things, but hopefully we'll get there. Okay, Tiamba, let's look at his press conference. Ruben Almaron's press conference. I don't want us to go into the nitty gritty of how he was hired and blah blah. All those ones
Yeah,
are the
yeah, yeah,
past.
yeah.
So
Those
let's look
are
at the
gone. Those are gone.
future and look at
Those are
what
gone.
he let's look at what he is going to bring to United. Okay, a 16. I watched a 16 minutes press conference of Ruben, and he talked about his philosophy. He talks about how he wants his players to play. People were asking him, "Is it a revolution or a revolu- is it a revolution or something different?" And he said he wants to play in his own style. He wants to implement his style. He was also asked about him trusting the players that have failed under Eric Ten Hag, and he said yes, he trusts the players. That he hope he could work with these players at the end of the day. Now, you've watched the interview, you've seen his charisma, you've seen his confidence, you've seen everything about him. So I don't know what's your take about the whole interview. which is much more quite different from Eric Ten Hag's interview. What's your own?
You know, one thing about Ruben Amorim is this, man. Um, he knows how to, communicate with the press. And this is something why Ronaldo calls him the poet. That's what Ronaldo calls him.
Yeah,
Because he knows what to say and the right thing to say. It's just like whenever I talk about coaches, sometimes the way you deal with media,
yeah,
there was a reason why Gary Southgate had English media in his palm like this. He was good when he wants to make his press conference. He's good at what it is. And what I've seen with Amory, he said like there's something he said at that press conference that I liked. You know,
yeah,
he said that when you see the starting lineup on Sunday,
yeah,
you might look at the team and say, "Wow, there's no difference there." But he said you are going to see a difference in the way they pass the ball, they receive the ball, the way they are being positioned. And this is why I believe if this guy can get the right back up or the right backing, I think he
yeah,
will do well. Because he came in into that team
yeah,
and already he has already imposed his philosophy, what he's all about. It's all about 3-4-3. And already he's already doing it on the training ground. And one thing I say, I believe he will do well. And I believe
mm,
he's very, very good. He's going to be a good guy with the press. Because one thing is this, at Sporting Lisbon, they love him. Not just the club, the players, the fans, the media. He's somebody whereby he clicked and connected to everybody. And there's something he's bringing into this Manchester United team that
yeah,
I haven't seen in a long time. Don't forget that I said something to you. I said there are players in that team that needs coaching. I mentioned Kobe Mino. I mentioned Ganacho. And this is why I mentioned Kobe Mino. Who don't think I rate the dude. He's a good player. But Ganacho and Kobe I've seen a potential they can actually get to. Of which I said they need coaching. And did you see what we did with Kobe Mino? It in the training. It took him, put a hand
mm,
around his shoulder, and took him somewhere else and was showing him how to position himself, receive the ball, make the run. He was showing, and sometimes you might not think he makes a lot of difference, but he
yeah,
does. It goes a long way. Now, it gets to show you that this guy is not just a coach, he's also a coach, and he can also be a friend, he can also be somebody by kind of like how would I put it? His man management skills would be awesome. His man management skills. Because I watched actually training, and the way he answer, even the way he answer question at the press, I
yeah,
think they're not going to have problem with him. But one thing I will say here is that we all know it's Manchester United. We all know. So
uh,
sometimes when the story, if it gets boring,
yeah,
they want to we want to sell. The mainstream want to sell, you know. And for me, I like I have been saying, this guy not somebody by I think he will just change overnight because I still believe there are players that needs to go. And he mentioned something. I'm Fees.
yeah. Go
Fancy.
ahead.
He said something about that the players that was brought in, they were brought in for a different setup.
Yeah,
Now, sometimes what you want to see as a fan is a manager that tells you the truth, that connects with you, whereby it makes it very simple and easy for you to trust him and have patience with him. Like he said, the players that was brought in, they were brought in for different pattern of football. So basically, already, he's already telling you that the players you guys have right now, if they're not doing well in my setup, not because my setup is crap or the players are crap. Just as you bought it for another manager and the guy is gone, but notwithstanding, I'm still going to use them to try and put them into that philosophy of my kind of play style.
yeah,
He made that clear, and that was something whereby I really appreciated about it because it says the truth. It tells you the truth, and I believe if by Sunday you guys do not do do well. I don't think he'll go to the press and start telling them crap. He will say it for what it is. So bringing in Amorim, I think is a good deal because Amorim was somebody, he rejected Liverpool. So the case people do not know, Amorim rejected Liverpool. It was Liverpool's first choice. And the reason why he rejected Liverpool was the fact that Liverpool said they don't want to play a back three, a back five, like some people will call it. They don't want to do it. And he, as a manager that believes in the philosophy, says, if you guys don't want to do it, I will leave. Man City were also looking at him. Man City was looking at him. Just that Manchester United moved fast. And you guys are a criminal. You're a criminal because you, first of all, you went and got Omar Barada, who was actually in the city, also as under City, he was already looking at for a manager to replace Pep. Now he came to Manchester United and said, "No, guys, man, I will give you some information we have at Manchester. Let me just bring it here. Okay, this is what we're planning at City. Let's go and get this guy." Now they've gone and brought the dude, and I'm sure, like, there's this positiveness I've seen around your fan base. Like, people are kind of like happy. Yes, I know there are some few that still, as you say, no, the coach is not the problem, blah blah blah. But I've seen majority of Manchester United fan base are really, really, really happy that this guy is in the club. And the fact that he came in and is already like enforcing his 3-4-3 formation is another plus as well. So I just believe he will do well, but he just need maybe two signings or three. I believe he needs like he said it, he needs a left back. So basically, it's telling you that he cannot even rely on Luke Shaw. And for me, people, because Fancy, I see some people still putting Luke Shaw in your starting 11. This guy have not played football for 2 years. Or he comes and go back. He's only fit for England anyway. So this man have said he wants, first of all, and an article I saw whereby they said there are players he has already listed that they are not going to fit to what he wants to do already. And sometimes, Fancy, that's something unique. Because we saw Enzo Maresca.
Yeah.
He came in and he listed players he wanted. And he told Toboli, these are the players I would work with. These ones, I don't know what you want to do with it. You can get rid of them. And that's the fact. Sometimes, just be real. And we have seen what he did. He divided the team too. This team plays Conference League. This team plays Premiership. And you can see it. So the fact that this guy have come in now and he has identified few players and he voiced it out that no, there are players, though the article did not really mention the players, but they said he has mentioned list of players that are not going to fit into what he wants to do. So sometimes these are things you want to know, whereby he has listed it. I'm sure people out there will be like, okay, yes, maybe he's talking about Rashford. No, maybe he's talking about Bruno. No, maybe he's talking about, at least it's letting you have the idea that, okay, yes, I've said this already, that some players in this team won't fit my pattern. And it's a good one. So, but if you're asking me overall, I'm impressed at the way he has answered question at the press conference. And I'm impressed that he has been honest, say whatever there is to be said, or
Yeah.
whereby we knew it already. We knew it already, but sometimes you just need the manager to come out and say it anyway, just to let people understand that okay, I voiced it out. I said it. These players won't work. Now people will say, okay, it's Rashford, Bruno, yeah, the deadwood. Let's get them out. Let's bring some players. I don't think you guys need to bring too many players. I don't think so because some of these players you guys have already, yes, they might not really be good enough, but I think they can still do more than what they were doing. They can still do more. And Fancy,
Yeah.
only one training session they had. He had just one training session with the players, and you are hearing comment like top training, top session. Yeah, which means the players they enjoyed what they were doing because When you hear Scott McTominay said something about them running around on the pitch, on the training, he said
Yeah.
that they were running up and down, running up and down. And when they come to the pitch, they get tired. But sometimes I watch Amorim training. It was passing the ball, knocking the ball around. If they pass the ball the way you know what wants the ball, he call it back and tell you this, do it like this. He's giving them instruction. And the players are saying top session, top training. He just going to tell you why Sporting Lisbon fans were crying when the man was leaving. And you guys have been doing it to Sporting Lisbon. I don't know what they did to you guys. You guys took Ronaldo from them.
It's all about the
You,
money. If you have the money, you spend.
you
It's
took
all
you
about the
took
money.
you took Ronaldo. You took
Yeah.
Nani. You took Bruno Fernandes. You took the manager now. And there's a possibility in the summer you guys are
You
going to go and
take
get
some players from them as well. They need the money.
Gokores.
They need the money. They need the money. They can't compare
They
themselves with
they are ready to
United.
sell. They're ready to sell. That's the problem. They're ready to sell. I believe they are ready to sell. But I don't believe the guy will do well, man. I believe he'll do well. And
Okay,
I'm sure we
okay.
will see things on his play as well.
Let's look at the Almiron's formation, and from there we can digest which player and which player will not be part of the system, which player that can cope
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
I don't want to really go into reading of articles from these guys,
Mm-hmm.
because if you start going into reading of articles from this guy, or from these guys, some of those articles are not founded until you hear it from the horse's mouth or from reliable
Mm-hmm.
sources that you will know
Yeah.
where
It's
the
coming
coach,
from.
because the coach is just coming in. He needs to separate the. It's not that he's beginning the season with the players. He's just coming in in a truncated season, in a
Mm-hmm.
season that was truncated on both sides for him,
Yeah.
truncated for him at Sporting Lisbon at the middle of the season or almost, then also truncated for him on the other for the club Manchester United. So I think he has a very big big work in his hand. But let's see. Let's look
Mm-hmm.
at the formation. I don't have a picture of that formation here because of the new system we are using. But
Okay.
if you look at, let's look at the formation. You look at the back three. Because I was
Mm-hmm.
asking somebody when on the United way today, I was asking one of the analysts that came to the show today. I said if he's going to play a 3-4-3 formation,
Mm-hmm.
this is what I think will be the back three: Martinez, Delete, and Leno Euro. The
Yeah.
back three, yes, yes. Then the midfield
Martinez,
will be
Delete, and
Leno
then
Euro,
Euro.
yes,
Okay.
because by next season, those other two or those other three old defenders will be leaving. When I use the word old, and I mean it, it is
Mm-hmm.
they are way away. In short, I was even surprised that when we played against was it Chelsea, either Chelsea or Aston Villa, John Evans was the man of the match. It shows that he has the experience. It shows why he's still there in the team.
Yeah.
But I think from next season he will not be there in that team. He will retire from football, and that is the end of the road for him with
Mm-hmm.
Manchester United and with football as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Maguire is leaving next season. He's out of contract, whether he likes it or not. Well, Victor Lindelof also is leaving next season. He will also be out of contract as well. So you have these young defenders that are between the age of 24 to 25. Let me say the eldest is um the eldest of those defenders is Delete, who is 25 years old. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, United, the way they go around with their business is that they buy players within the age of 25 to 16. That is what their business is now. That's their business model now. So I looked we should look at these three defenders. They are the future of the defense. You have two tall
Mm-hmm.
guys there and one middle guy there. All of them are all good on the ball. All of them are good on the ball. They
Yeah.
can move the ball, they can push the ball. So it's all about the system. Then where I'm having issue, or where we know that the issue is, and you're talking about Luke Shaw, I don't think Luke Shaw should be part of that system. Luke Shaw
Mm-hmm.
is the end of the road for him as well for Manchester United. I just think he'll be leaving next season, whether he likes it or not. That's that is what it will be for from next season. Um, uh, who else again in that team? See who else again in that team? I think will be
You
leaving
can
as
put
well.
you can add that this thing that line up builder on
Okay,
the.
let me
I just
see.
shared that.
Let me see.
I just
Okay.
shared it.
Uh, you shared it. Let me
Yeah, it's
see.
on. I shared it. It's in backstage. So we can
Okay.
just build it from there.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. Oh, let me see where I can. Let me see where I can add it to. I saw it now. Now.
Okay.
You sure? I'm trying to. Is a link, I guess, huh?
No, I just shared it. I didn't. It's not a link. I just shared it.
Let me see. I can't even see the share. That's where the issue is.
Okay. It's just like
Send it again. Let me just send it again. Let me see. Send it
when I
again.
came into the studio.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay, I've seen it. Don't worry, I've seen it.
Okay. Okay. Let me put it back now.
Put it back
I did
again.
it. Okay.
I've just seen it. Now put it back again.
Okay. I seen it now.
I'm seeing it. Okay.
Yeah.
So we have okay, yes. So we have for me. I think we can go with we can go. Okay, let's look at. We'll go with Kobe Mainu and Ugarte in that midfield. Looking at the
Okay.
future, Kobe Mainu and Ugarte in the midfield.
Could be Mino. I hope they put him already because last time I checked, he was not even really. I think he should be there. Yeah,
Kobe
he's
Mainu
here.
is there. Yeah. Done.
Mino.
Then
And
Ugarte. Yeah.
yeah,
Then
so that's
now this is where the issue is for me. Let's go to the front three first. Then we'll talk about those two on the side because it's
okay.
really key. So Hoyland, the top striker for now.
Hoyland.
Yeah. Then you have Bruno Fernandes and Rashford on either side, or Ahmad. Let's go with Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad first.
Bruno Fernandes and Ahmad.
And Ahmad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ahmad should be here because he's going to be playing as a 10.
Yeah.
Ahmad. Thiago.
Okay. Then we go with Fernandes, Bruno Fernandes.
So
Okay.
let me
So
adjust
now,
it a bit because
yeah,
they'll be around somewhere around here.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay, so this should be this should be now. Let's talk about these two players on this side, on either side of now. For me, you need a left. You need two players that can bump forward and that have intensity and that can go up and down. So I will play uh this guy here. What's his name? Mazarawi there because he's the best so far. So good. Him and Onana are competing for the Player of the Year for Manchester United this season.
yeah. So
Yeah.
are you talking
So
about the left wing or the right hand side?
on the right hand side, where Euro is on the right hand
Okay.
side. Yeah. Yeah.
Maswari. No, that guy is a good player, man.
Then now this is where the problem is now. You need a left player in that place. I will not go with Idalo. Uh since I don't have a left player in that place, I will go with uh I think we should go with I'm just thinking in my head.
Yeah.
We should can we go with who else again? I'm just thinking of a player we can go with. Okay, let's go with let's go with Ganacho there.
Ganacho.
Yeah,
Because me, I was just at the question is will he want to play it? Because I believe if
he's
I'm
gonna
gonna
play a 4-3. Whether you like it or
no,
he's gonna play
I'm looking about Ganacho
a
right
three.
now. I'm talking about what's his name?
The coach.
Anthony. I'm talking about Anthony
Okay,
because
so
I
if you are
think
talking about can Anthony go forward, does he has the intensity as a player to go forward and go downward?
I'm
It's
back.
all about running forward and running. See, if you are playing as a wing back, it's all about going forward and going backward. That is what it is. You need players that can run forward. You need players that can go backwards instantly. Um, you can
Because
still
this
put that. Well, let's replace Garnacho with because Anthony is a left-footed player. Let's replace it. Let's see if it is going to happen. So
okay,
let's replace
okay.
Garnacho.
And on the chat, please you let us know because one thing is this, man. This is a difficult one because in that left wing, man,
Yeah,
we all know one thing about Garnacho. He's never tired and he would work. And this is why I said, will Anthony want to play it? Is because I saw the fact that what's his name, Ten Hag played
Yeah,
him in that position, and when he played him as a left back, and he's
yeah.
basically throwing tantrums, you know, that does not
He has
show.
to. If he doesn't want to play it, he should find his way out of the team. That is
I
what the team.
believe, I believe, I'm just
If
going to just put
if you don't
Anthony there.
if you don't want to play if you don't want to play the position your manager said you should play, then you
I'm
you,
gonna
you buckle off
put
the
him
team.
there because
That's
for
where
me,
the reality
I
is.
think I think right there, I think this position will be Garnacho. Honestly, I think this position will be
So
Garnacho.
I don't know what for those watching us, I don't know what you think about for this formation, but please kindly let us know.
Looking
Kindly
at
let
the
us know.
future, actually,
Yes.
based on the future, not
Yeah.
that this is the team the man will start. Because if I don't want to lie to you guys, man, I believe right now you look at Casemiro. Will Casemiro be here 3 years from now or 2 years from now? The answer is no. Will Ericsson
Even a season from now is really
will
gonna be
Ericsson be
difficult.
here? The answer is no. There are so many players that will not be here. So this setup is based on the future. Based on the future. One, I don't think Rashford can do that wing back. I don't think he can do it. I
Yeah.
think the person that can do it, Garnacho can do it. But the question is this, man. If I want to go with a more balanced team, a more balanced formation,
Yeah.
then it has to be Anthony. But the question now is, will this same Anthony want to play this position? So, guys, you just let us know, like in your own opinion, what do you think this makes a lot of sense, or you think it's crap? So basically, it's Onana in goal, Martinez, Delete, Lenny Euro, Masvari, Ugarte, Meno, and Anthony. Then going forward, you have Bruno Fernandes. For me, I think it's a good thing. And I've seen that United have actually been linked to Alfonso Davis, and this thing is now looking like very very strong, as if there's a possibility it might happen. So that's the thing. So that's what I would say. But I think this team so far, I don't think this team is a good team. It's a good team. But just
So
let us know what the conversation do.
so let's know in the comment section below what's the take of the fans with regards to that. But what we see here is that uh, that things has to come in. Things has to come in. Things has to have to come handy with regards to where these players. We'll see that on Sunday. Hopefully, we'll see how the formation goes on Sunday.
Yeah.
Everything has to be really uh uh set up. We'll see the setup on Sunday. Let's see what the manager. For me, I don't. My problem is not about the setup. It's about the reaction of the players towards the game, towards how
Mhm.
they could follow. Because see, to be frank, United players don't follow details. Most of them don't follow details, and I can start mentioning names there. Especially the ones that came in post Eric Ten Hag, that came in the lack of Rashford. They don't follow. These
Mm,
guys don't
mm,
follow
mm,
details,
mm.
I'm sending it out. He doesn't follow details. Players need to learn how to follow details, how to take details into account. If you what did the manager tells you to do with or without the ball? Without the ball, he asks you keep pressing. With the ball, he asks you then move in transition. Are you slowing the
Because
ball? Are you slowing the game down, or are you doing this or that? So it just depends on.
what you just said now is very important about this instruction of a team.
Yeah.
You know, I watched Madrid play Man City, and according to me, according to me and people watching the game, we are all talking about how Jude Bellingham was dropping stinkers. And yet, the coach was asked, and he said he had a good game. And I was asking myself, he had a good game. How? Because I watched him. And the manager said he did exactly what I wanted him to do. Now, we might be saying he played crap, but yet again, the manager didn't even take him out. And I
Yeah.
was assuming, take him out. He's not playing anything. And yet, the man came after the game and said he had a good game because he executed everything I asked him to do. Now, the question is this: What did Carlo ask him to do? I don't know. But if the manager comes out and say he did what I want him to do, then it means he listened to the instruction. I played according to what the manager did, I wanted. So if we are saying he played crap, as long as the manager is happy with him, then we don't know more than the manager. You understand?
Yeah.
And it is very, very important to take, you know, instructions. Because one thing I always say is this, man. I look at that United team and I was asking myself, what does this manager ask these guys to do? Does he give them instruction? Because I believe if you are given an instruction and you don't execute the instruction you've been asked to do, you should be dropped. And that's the reason why I came to a conclusion saying the fact that Rashford, Garnacho will cut and shoot, and it has not been happening. It did not stop. It means the manager was actually asking them to do it. Because I believe as a manager, I watched the game. You cut and you shoot. You cut. You want to shoot from 45 yards. You want to shoot from 35 yards. You are not that guy. You're not. You're not that guy. So listening to the instruction is very important. What I would say is this: if you give a player instruction and he's not doing what you want him to do, please drop him off. Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you will get sacked, and these players are still going to be in the club. So that's the thing.
I agree with you. I so much agree with you. I really agree with what you've said so far. So good. So let's move on from Manchester United to the other side of Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that today there was a voting by the Premier League executive managers. That is the president or the top clubs or the top this thing for the. I don't know if you can pull up that article for us. Let's see where we can get the article from.
You say it's what? Meeting.
Uh, yes, there was a meeting today, and the 20 clubs of the executive meeting of the Premier League, and the 20
Okay.
clubs of the Premier League voted in favor of improving the rules for associate party rules for the Premier League. City went to court the last time and they got a judgment that was not. They only got two judgments, and which says that this thing was that rule was discriminatory against them.
Mm-hmm.
And we expected that there was a vote today from the Premier League. I'm just looking at that. I'm looking for that article today. Uh,
And
that's
just
why.
one
That's why
serious.
if you see, I say City lost. So actually, they lost today. So let
Okay.
me see.
I'll pull it up now.
Associate party rule.
Yeah, I
Man
saw it on
City.
the Guardian. So
Exactly. It was on the
yeah.
Guardian. It was on the Guardian. Let
So
me see. Let me see if we could get that this thing up. I think it was in the
yeah,
Premier League as well.
I just shared it now. Okay, on the
It
Premier
was
League, I just shared it now from the Guardian.
okay. Hold on. Let me see. Let's go into that. Okay. So this is what happened today in the Premier League. So the 16
Okay.
the 20 club of the Premier League voted in favor of voted 16-4 in favor of the associate party rule. Man City lost. It is a huge blow for Man City together with Aston Villa. I don't know why Aston Villa are putting themselves. I saw them. They said they will vote in favor of the rule. Newcastle and Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
These three clubs, or these four clubs, all they lost. The likes of United, Liverpool, the traditional clubs outside Aston Villa, likes of United, Liverpool, or Tottenham, all voted in favor of the rules change to strengthen the rule books. Now, City has reflected their most, and that is why I've been telling them this whole incident they've been doing. Some clubs don't like it, especially the so-called traditional Premier League club and so-called Nottingham Forest were part of the first clubs in the Premier League. I don't know why they want to go through this whole charade. I don't know, but this is where we are with regards to them. This is what it is with regards to where the Premier League is, because some clubs want to be much more dominant, and the others want to maintain the status quo. Because if you see the likes of Leeds United, the likes of Bolton Wanderers, the likes of Charlton, all this club went down because of financial issues, and the Premier League don't want it to happen. Where you have owners that will come in and spend money left, right, center. At the end of the day, they decide to go away with their money, or they decide to leave the club. Who knows?
Yeah,
So
and one thing about this in Fancy is this, man, and this is one of the reasons why I think these guys they just need to just man strip them of the title and send them to the league or division or amateur league, because Manchester City was able to do something whereby no team will be able to do it anymore. Because right now, Man City are thinking that even though they win this case, there's no club out there that can come and buy their players. There are clubs like Newcastle. They can come in and sweep top players at your team and take them away. But these guys, they've done something nobody was able to do and will not be able to do. They were pumping in money, paying players
yeah, yeah,
tax free. The likes
yeah,
of Sagna, Nasri, the likes of Tevez, Bellamy, Adebayo. These are guys, Guy Clichy as well, that was signed, and some of them were being paid tax free. Where does that happen? And now people are busy acting, or these guys are busy. You hear Man City fans come to tell you, no, they ate our club because we are too successful. No,
you're not.
it's not it. It is the fact that you guys did something whereby nobody will be able to do anymore because they think people don't have money to spend. The reason why the likes of Nottingham Forest are also supporting and Aston Villa is because they know they can pop in money. Because when you look at the signs that guy, the owner for Nottingham Forest does, man signs 22 players in this 22 players, two teams in a transfer window. So there's still money he wants to spend. He wants to be also topping or maybe win the league as well. But the way it's going, all this will not make any sense if Premier League end up winning against City, then City are not being given the punishment they should be given, because they need to give them a hard punishment, a hard one. Because I don't want it to be monetary terms, because if it's monetary, they'll pay it. They've got the money to pay for it. I
Yeah,
want you
yeah,
guys, I want them to hit where it will touch them, where they will feel the pain. And I believe where they will feel the pain is taking, like, I think two trophies they'll give it to mind you, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Mourinho finish second. They will give maybe one or two or maybe three to what's his name, um, Club, and they will still give about one or two also to Arsenal. So you see all those memes where they tell you that no, we've got 18 league, Pep have done this, Pep have done that. By the time you minus all those trophies, how many is remaining? How many is remaining?
none.
That's it.
Because this issue is went date back even during the life of Mancini, before Mancini won the first league for them in 2012. So, but that is it. I just want to I just want to say this. For City fans, I think they have to come in terms with a lot of things. They have to come with terms with the way the club should be run. They have to come with in terms with how they should behave. They think that they are so powerful. They have money that they can spend. Now they are
No, they,
spending
they,
they are
they
spending
made
some of
a
some of the money that they have. They are spending it on legal fees. I don't know what
they
they
made
will have.
that was a
They will have
stupid
left.
move.
They
That
will
was a
have
stupid
left.
move. That was a
Yeah,
stupid move. Like, how do you go around suing an organization like that owns the league? You are suing the Premiership. Like, how do you go around? Just that somewhere, somehow, I just believe, I don't know if you know this, whereby Manchester City as a club, they will lend money, about 10 billion pounds, to the British government. I don't know what project they were doing. Man City lend them that money. And Man City suing the Premier League, it's a wrong move, because the Premier League might as well just tell you guys, okay, it's fine, leave the league, because it's a body. If you don't want to be in a body, you don't want to abide by the rules and the regulation of the body.
yeah,
Why you been?
yeah.
Then on top of it, you are going to go and sue the body, whereby you are just one among, whereby they can kick you out. They can pretty much cannot tell you, okay, it's fine. Maybe they think if they leave the league, they will not survive. Like,
Mm.
that would be crazy, because Manchester United have been crap for how long, and yet they still make a lot of money more than United, more than City. Still make more money, still generate more fans, have more fans, even with the fact that they've been like not the
Yeah,
United people know,
yeah. They've not
and
won
they're
the league
still
for
having
10.
fans
They've
and
not won the
everything.
league for 10 years. They've not won the
So
league
the
for
other
10
truth is
years.
that swing the Premier League is the wrong call. Just that the Premier League are also using discretion, they're using brain to follow these guys. Because if they want to act in a very, very violent way, they can easily say, okay, it's fine. You guys have not been abiding with the rules and regulation of the league. Okay, this is the proof, this is the proof, this is the proof. We want you guys out. And before you go, we'll take every trophies you've won. Like they can do it. It's easy. It's a body. Premier League, they organize the league, they control the league. They can just simply kick City out. But
Yeah.
they are trying to use brain to follow these guys, and these guys are busy acting as if there's this important thing about their club or their fan base. Those guys want treble, nobody cares. They want treble, nobody cares. Atletico Bilbao won the Copa del Rey. Street was packed, but somebody want treble, nobody cares.
Nobody
So it
cares.
just tells you, it just tells you that's no the way it's going. And I'll tell you, Fancy, you see all these things that is happening around the team, around the club,
Yeah.
is also affecting them on the pitch. It's affecting them on the pitch. And you see this international break that happened.
Yeah.
That was the best time for City because if that international there was no international break, the following game they were playing was Tottenham, and I believe Tottenham were going to beat them because Tottenham started it at the Calico. I believe if we are in a situation where immediately they lost to Brighton and they
Yeah.
were going to go and face Tottenham, they were going to lose that match as well. But that this national break just helped them, did everything, but I believe okay, if they are coming tomorrow now, I'm not saying they will win, but at least they've got the chance of winning because right now they've that distraction is there, that momentum is not there anymore. So I believe they can actually do something about it. But the way they were moving, swing the Premier League, that was a very, very stupid call. Whoever advised them to do that was just, you know. And I believe the Premier League, man, those guys, they will know how to handle them. They
Yeah.
will, they will know
Yeah.
how to handle them. It might take time, but I believe they've got a plan somewhere.
So let's look at Pep Guardiola signed a 2 years contract extension for Man
Mm-hmm.
City. He said it didn't take him more than 2 hours to accept to sign the contract.
Mm-hmm.
That blah 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 this blah blah that. Yes,
I
I agree.
he will always
Um,
talk. He
yeah.
talk. He always talk.
This 2 years contract extension, I believe there's also a. I also believe that there's also a condition there with regards to their current situation because if they don't win, if they don't win the case, the 115 charges in the Premier League,
Mm-hmm.
um, then at the end of the day, uh, he might leave within during that time. That's what.
No, no, like you said now, I agree with you because I believe on that clause, there will be a clause there whereby it says that if you guys are found guilty, I will leave. I don't care. It doesn't change anything because like it's honest truth, man. If you like, leave, let don't leave. Because already I know that you are also part of it. Even though like you leave and they take out the league and they take the league, we don't care. The fact still remains that you were there, they were doing their crap, doing their malpractices, and you were there.
You
They
didn't
were
say
buying
anything
players for
about it.
you. You don't say anything about it. You might come and say, "No, I didn't know about it. You didn't know anything about it." It's fine, but you were there, and they've been hit by fine. And again, this also brings because Pep wanted to leave. He wanted to leave, man. He really wanted to leave because he's trying to shy away from this thing. You know, when he come and say, no, the fact that we've lost 4 games in a row, they want to rebuild the team, that's a lie. Man wants to just run away. He wanted to just run away by, okay, if this guy gets found guilty, I will not be here anymore.
Yeah.
But he didn't get what he was looking for. But what I would say is this, man, like I said, it's affecting the team. They tried to offer Rodri Hernandez a new contract. He turned it down. And the reason is he turned it down, he said to himself, he was saying when he was when asked, he said that his contract or a new contract is not his priority at this point in time. He said his contract is not a priority at this point in time. He said the most important thing for him right now is for him to get fit from the injury, get fit, and come back playing. And this is the same guy also is also already opening the door ready for Real Madrid because he was asked in an interview, will he consider moving to Real Madrid in the future? And he said, when the best club in the world, the most successful club in football history, when they come calling, you have to pay attention. So basically, the guy is already telling you that he might not renew his contract, whereby everything now they've achieved to so to where he was even given the Ballon d'Or. Now people will question everything as a player, question him as a player, winning the Ballon d'Or and everything. Because I will tell you, if this go bad, and Premier League says we are taking the trophies and everything from you, then he has to make sure you ask the question. So they gave him Ballon d'Or based on what he achieved. Now, what do we do? Do we take the Ballon d'Or away from him as well? So he put in question the integrity of the players, which is why he said he's not ready to sign a contract at this point in time. He does not. Man wants to jackpot, he wants to run as well. So I will take in my team though. You're on mute, you're on mute.
So let's see whether you have him on Real Madrid come next season. Hopefully, I think
Hopefully.
he wants to move to Real Madrid. That's what I see.
I could not believe it when he says that. I could not believe it, man. I could not. So that's the thing.
Oh,
I'll take in my team though.
yeah, no problem. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the final part. The Premier League will be back, and let's see will be back this weekend, and let's see what's going
Yeah.
to happen in the Premier League. So the match to watch is Man City versus
Tottenham.
Tottenham Hotspur. Uh, what's your take with regards to that match?
Well, it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a tough match for me because I can't just easily say yes, I'll put my money on Man City because I've been saying it for a very long time, and I know it's kind of weird to say Man City and Arsenal this season, man. I see people talking about Arsenal out of the Premier League race. I was telling the guys, are you sure they're not even out of top four race? And right now, Man City are kind of also low key getting into that spot as well, whereby you want to question, can they still win the league? Because we know, yes, we will tell you that no, Man City they drop points in the beginning of the season and end of the day they will still win the league. But this is a different case entirely. Like Man City have lost 4 games in a row. The last time Man City lost 2 games back to back was 2018, April 2018. Now they've gone and lost 4 in a row. Whereby in Pep career as a manager, he has never lost 4 games in a row. But it happened. So I can't sit here and tell you, I'm a fuse. I'm putting 1,000 on Man City. I can't because they're looking so shaky right now. They're looking so shaky. Honestly, they're looking so shaky, which is why I believe they are going to go and get players as well. They will do it. So for me, that game, I would say even the Man City wins that game, I think it's going to be a tight one. I think it will be a tight one. It's not going to be easy like people want to say that no, they've lost 4 games in a row. Now they want to, win that match because one thing you know about Man City, if Man City lose a game, the team that are playing next are going to be the one that takes the banter when they lost to the previous team. But this Man City team is not looking like that. So for me, I won't even be surprised if Tottenham comes and get probably a draw or a win in that match. I won't. I won't. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I'm confused. It's going to be tight.
Watching it, I'm coming.
That's why I think it will be a tight game. So what do you think is like? What's your opinion? What do you think it's going to be like?
Okay, I just think that for the game between these two clubs, City will bounce back, but I think it's going to be a tough game for them. It's not going to be like we think it will be.
Mm-hmm.
City will really they will bounce back from those. It's just international break, or some of the players will be refreshed, and hopefully we'll see what will happen at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be easy for them. It's not going to be easy for Tottenham as well because Postecoglou as well. It's a coach. You don't really know what he will bring on the table at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But I see City bouncing back. I see them bouncing back. I see the match going in a draw. In a draw,
Okay.
a 1-1 draw at the end of the day. Then
Mm-hmm.
we'll see. United will be away to Ipswich Town. That will be
Switch
all eyes will be on Ipswich.
the match everybody
Uh,
waiting for.
we are talking. They've made Ipswich have been talking about the plan they will deploy. Blah blah blah. This that aside, and also the early kickoff for tomorrow will be between Chelsea. I think we'll have a live broadcast of that one tomorrow on Fancy Football. So for those that are watching us, please kindly tune on to the early kickoff of the match. But if all things go equal, then I hope at the end of the day, uh, the league will be everything will be much more better at the end of the day for the league.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my take um on on the on the Premier League. I
Yeah.
hope we'll just see how it goes at the end of the day.
Honestly, I can't wait for that because I know everybody right now is waiting for the Kira McKenna
Yeah.
versus Amorim. So, there are so many games to look forward to. Whereby you want to
Yeah.
say Everton versus Brentford on a normal day or back in the days are not games you would really want to watch.
Yeah.
But right now they are very, very exciting to watch.
Yeah, they're exciting
Bright,
games.
Brighton Bournemouth as well. It's going to be a tough game as well. Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, be a tough
Mm.
game as well. Even Newcastle versus West Ham, I think it's going to be a tough game as well. So I'm looking forward to the United game on Sunday. But before that, and I did not mention to you, Nottingham Forest and Arsenal is another one
Yeah,
whereby
it's gonna be a
they might be an
yeah,
upset at
yeah,
that
yeah.
match as well because Nottingham Forest right now are moving in another dimension whereby I've not really come across such play before. They are third right now. I'm not saying they're going to end the season yet,
Mm.
but what you don't want to do is say they cannot get top four because this was basically
Yeah,
what
but
we were saying
I'm
in
gonna also say that they cannot.
2016.
I'm also gonna not gonna say they cannot get up for. And the
Yeah,
reason these are
because
the reason why this is the
last
reason why
season,
you
2016, we were seeing the same thing that no, they will still go to the normal position. That
uh
was what we were talking about
but
Leicester.
this is not
No,
2016. We are not in
Leicester, they'll come back
2016.
to their team. The next thing they won the league.
Yeah, but we are not in 2016. But I just think that I think at the end of the day they they will get something at the end of the day. They will
I
get
know, but
something.
like you said, this is not
Uh,
2016, and we
yeah.
know. But one thing that happened in 2016 that is
Mm,
similar to what we're having right now is the fact that the likes of Man City, Man U, Liverpool, Chelsea,
yeah.
Tottenham were crap.
Yeah.
They were crap, and they were winning games. When you look at it right now, Man City, you could say they are rubbish, they are crap at the moment. Arsenal, you cannot say everything Arsenal goes, they win it. This
Mm,
is why I said they might be upset tomorrow as well. Nottingham Forest, I won't be surprised if Nottingham Forest comes there and get a result. I will not. I will not put it past them because it is something we are seeing these days. Look at Tottenham lost to Ipswich last week
yeah.
before the international break. So anything can happen. A team can come in and do a job against you and get go away with 3 points. So any
Okay.
person that will say they can. I'm not saying they will get it. I still believe okay, as the league progresses, they might fall off. But I will not be surprised if they get it. So that's what I'm saying.
Okay, Tia Banks, it's good to have you on the show today. It's been
Big up,
wonderful. It's
man.
been yeah.
Always, always, always,
So
bro.
we'll be back here once again on Friday next week to talk about the best of the rest.
Mhm.
Hopefully, and We'll see where it takes us, takes each and every one, takes the channel to. Please tune into the Football Fan Zone on YouTube, and that's the Bank's channel, and support the Football Fan Zone. Kindly go there, like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel as well. And let's see where it takes us, takes the channel to. So it's good. It's good to be here back on
Yeah, proper football is
once
back.
more. The Premier League is back as well. So we'll see you
Yeah.
tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll be having hopefully two live commentaries, uh live broadcasts. The first one will be early kickoff between Leicester City and Chelsea, and the second one will be the match between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on Fancy Football. Thank you, Tia Banks, and
Big up to you, man.
yeah.